Hello there, beautiful conscious awakeners. Monica Bermuda is an intuitive quantum energy healer, and I was feeling the urge to post this message to YouTube on the full moon in Capricorn. And I'm actually recording this near the peak of the full moon itself, and it's a super moon, meaning that it's much closer to Earth in proximity. So the effects of this full moon are super powerful. Okay, every full moon is all about releasing. It's about completing cycles, and these are completing cycles with patterns that no longer serve you or I or anybody else, and they're just done. And this could be like an ending of a relationship that's just not working, could be an ending of a job that is just no longer for you. And it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with these. It just means that it's time for a new cycle to begin. And in that new cycle, it is a cycle where you're more tapped and tuned with your own divine heart and soul, meaning that you're more in alignment with your own soul mission and purpose on this earth. And with all things moving at such accelerated quantum speed of light that things are just constantly changing at a rapid rate, that it's just become a bit overwhelming to catch up with so many things. And it does feel this way in my world as well. So I'm here to share with you an important message that is channeled from the Sacred Heart in a love wisdom message for this full moon in Capricorn. And I also have a mini oracle card reading to complement this message. So astrologically speaking, we are in this full moon energy right now, but we're also building up for the portal peak of the Lion's Gate of 8/8/2022, which is, that means that the portal is open right now. And this portal is a very empowering portal. And there's a mixture of energies. We're still in the zodiac sign of Cancer, which is a symbol of nourishing and nurturing the self and finding ways to be more of your own mother or family energy and to really embrace yourself. But it's also about connecting with soul families and building on those communities, more of those who are like-hearted and who are resonating with you at this time. And as we are all ascending, and we're ascending at a quantum level, we are craving more of these soul families and these heart connections. And so we are going to be exploring more of that. And so hence, the full moon serves with also ending any cycles with people we no longer resonate with, that we may have resonated with, for so many years so long ago, when we were on our own journey in our own path and exploring, all the different avenues of what we came to learn at a soul level, karmic lessons. So karma is not necessarily all negative, not necessarily positive. It's actually really neutral, but it's all about just a journey about learning. And in that learning, it is about our own spiritual growth. It is about being able to rebalance ourselves, because that's really what it is. I see it as visually showing to me of these scales of justice, or the scales of balance in our own life. And so the more that we balance these scales, the lighter that we become, being more light filled. And so with that, and the key to the ascension is really the heart center. Because in the heart center, when we tap more into our joy vibration, which joy is the movement and the action of love, it is really highly vibratory energy that will shift anything that is not in alignment with yourself, and it is in a lower vibrational energy. And so I will share some more tips on the joy vibration. So the message that I'm feeling Well, before I jump into the message, first I wanted to mention that, going back to the astrological information that I was providing, which all goes in line with this message that I want to relay to you, is that there is a big triple conjunction that is fast approaching at the end of the month of July. And this triple conjunction apparently has not happened since like 300 some BC, 324 BC, when it was Alexander the Great, was very popular then, if you know who that is. So apparently these conjunctions, the reason why it's so rare is because it's going to conjunct in the north node of Taurus, and it's both Uranus and Mars. And so these conjunction is going to really also just shift a lot of our own structures inside of us, and also the structures outside of us, because what we do inside of us influences what's on the outside of us. So when I say structures, is that we have been conditioned and brainwashed based on societal structures, and so we in a subconscious level tend to operate to certain societal norms. So, and I speak this from experience because I've been there myself. Except that when I grew up, I was a bit of an outlier, so I don't really feel like I fit into a lot of the societal norms. But in one instance, I kind of fell into this trap of so much pressure and perception from others, and this whole societal people pleasing, that I ended up going against my own higher guidance and my own intuition and gut feeling to, get married with somebody who just, even though there were red flags and I just ignored them. In any case, when I went through the divorce, I learned so much, but it was such a huge catalyst. So in fact, it served as a big lesson and a catalyst to really ignite me on my soul passion, my soul mission to the next level, to coming out of public and doing all these like love wisdom messages that come from the channel Sacred Heart, and reach this such an awakened Sacred Heart that's so opened to the joy vibrational energy. So it's not always easy, okay? So it's a bit challenging, but that's part of the work that we do, is to be able to keep rebalancing ourselves and not always dwell on the things that bring us down, right? So there's a bit of a story there, and just wanted to, share that, to let you know that this is, the path that we all have in our own unique challenges and experiences and upbringing, that sometimes we feel this pressure from certain societal norms about being a certain way or cooperating in a certain way to be considered to be a good person. And so, but something inside your heart is telling you that you are, let's say some healer, you are a spirit warrior, an awakener, and you're working with the galactic and the cosmic energies, and it's your time to really come out and shine. So what if you're not so used to like doing such, things coming out in the public, like me? It could be nerve-wracking at times. So that's what these quantum energies are doing. They're liberating us from these old structures. And so when you have a planet like Uranus, a freedom planet, and so we are, in a way, kind of having this friction, this conflict with the old structures. And Capricorn, which, the full moon is in Capricorn, is about certain rules and certain structures and certain conditions that we've been told to have. And so, there is a bit of this internal struggle that's happening as well. So, the key is to, number one, what's more important is that we do breath work, and we do as much breathing techniques as we can to really center and balance ourselves. And as we're doing these breath work and these breathing techniques, that we focus on our heart center while we're doing that. And just bringing in more of the vital energy from the air element itself and its life force within our lungs, within our whole body, and our heart center especially. And furthermore, so the other focus that's very important for this full moon, starting in the full moon and always, is to really focus on gratitude. Emphasize on it. Emphasize on the things that you have now and what is it that you're grateful about. And just maybe write a list of things, or just be in a meditation and just express your gratitude to your higher self. Express your gratitude to all those who serve as your spiritual teachers. It could be those that you went to for help. It could be those who were in your life, in your relationships, who served as spiritual teachers. And those are just some examples. And the third thing I'll say, and then, we'll jump into this mini oracle card that I did for you as well. And the third thing is to really honor yourself. And so because, we are, we're approaching this North Node with Taurus. Taurus is about the body, and it's about, the earth as well. So as you honor yourself, also honor Mother Earth, who is housing us at this time to be here on this planet. So just honor yourself in every way, to also, bringing in that gratitude of yourself and who you are and what you are in whatever way you are. And so doing will also activate more of your self and self-activation, self-empowering, and self-love energy. So let me jump into this oracle card message. But a brief short announcement first, as things are getting dark now. So I will be on the podcast show, actually September 23rd, speaking of honoring, where I will be having a very powerful conversation with Dr. Jane Farish on the ancestors and the message they have for humanity. And I'll also be channeling light language in that show. So do mark your calendar for that day and time, September 23rd at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Pacific Time. And join us live. You'll find all that information in the description. And I will be announcing very soon a new monthly program. So be on the lookout for that as well. So the message from the oracle cards, I pulled from the crystals oracle card message from Colette Baron Reed. As you can see here, the messages of the crystal spirits oracle card. And the crystal that came up, and I'm going to read actually from the books, I felt it was very perfect for this message, is the spirit quartz. So you can see here, spirit quartz. It's beautiful. Look at that image. And see the number 5-4 on there? So the 5-4 equals to 9. And 9 is appropriate because it is a completing cycle, which is appropriate for this full moon message. So I want to read this message for the spirit quartz because it's all about the community and harmonizing. And so I felt it appropriate for us. So we heal in partnership, the strong lifting up the weak, taking turns supporting each other. When this crystal spirit appears, the message is to reach out and to connect to your community and discover the true power of your gifts through sharing them with others. Your willingness to put the highest good ahead of your small self is called for now. Reciprocity does not mean Reciprocity does not mean keeping a ledger, but instead feeling the power of offering kind words and acknowledgments. You have the power to change the lives of others and awaken them to the abundance and love available from conscious universe who works through us all. So today, even the smallest outreach will make a big difference. This crystal's message is to remember your co-creative power and open up to receiving the gifts you hope for. And maybe also reminding you that it is a great gift to allow someone the power of giving to you without expectation of reciprocity, for in doing so, they experience your strength, abundance, and generosity. Listen to your intuition today as you give and receive, connecting to community and a shared desire for healing and replenishment. And so, going back to the beginning of how we're all connecting with our soul family and our communities, and we're all uplifting one another, co-creating together, and consciously creating more of our own abundance and a better life, a better world to live in, where we all just connect with love. So comment below and share your full moon releasing to share what it is that you want to release at this time. Would you wish to end a cycle? What patterns are you now ending these completing cycles for the full moon? And the more we share, I'm sure others will resonate with that message also as well. I'm sending you so much love, so many blessings, and happy full moon to you.